But now, with everybody on a clamshell economy, things were different. Big Daddy thought, and then, out of the blue...
Now hear this. The royal treasury is nilled for our needs to be filled, so the king can relax. I declare income tax.
Income tax? What's that?
For royal remittance, we'll charge you a pittance. From each one we'll collect some clams for respect.
Well, the Mokans didn't mind too much. After all, Big Daddy was the head of state. He was responsible for the school, the post office, and all the parades, and he had certain expenses like everybody else. So why not a little cash tribute? Every Mokan paid a few clams out of his income each year. Fat Mary Jane, with a thriving brownie business with the Stoned Islanders, for example, paid a few more clams than Pablo or Ian. But that was soon to change rather dramatically for our woodsman.
Yeah, but oh, Lucy, this is all the bark we could get.
Well, I can't help that. I need some more tomorrow.
Say, what are you doing with all this bark anyway? The topper cloth business can't be that good.
I ain't in the tapper cloth business no more. I'm a writer now, and I need that bark to write down my experiences.
Your experiences? Hey, Lucy, you flipped out or something?
Yeah, you'll see who's flipped out when everybody lines up to buy copies of my memoirs, The Life and the Times of Old Lucy. Oh, that book's gonna be a bestseller, so get on out of here and get me some more bark, boy.
You sure, huh?
Boss, I'm positive. She's got the clams. I saw them. And she wants 10 more loads of bark by next weekend.
Ah, you're a good boy, little Augie. You just keep that bark a-rolling in so we can fill our international commitments.
Well, true to her word, old Lucy produced a blockbuster of a book. Of course, the fact that it was banned in the Pepper Islands didn't exactly hurt sales either.
Who'd have thought that old woman would write a book like that?
Oh, nobody. But say, boss, it was pretty good for our business, huh?
Right. I figure even with all the wear and tear on equipment, our profits are way up over last year.
Hey, that's great. What about if we celebrate a little?
I gotta talk to Big Daddy first.
What's Big Daddy got to do with it?
Well, he got his mind set on raising our taxes a pretty good hunk.
What for?
For the extra profit we're making this year.
Yeah, but how about last year when you said you just about broke even?
Well, we'll work something out, I guess.
Hey, what happened to the woods?
Well, we did some cutting and...
You mean you guys cut this whole thing down?
Well, yeah, I guess we,
Oh, Leonard, our secret place, is it gone too?
Yes, honey, it's gone. Boy, you guys really butchered this place, didn't you?
We didn't mean to cut down anybody's favorite spot or anything.
Bad news travels pretty fast, you know. And the next morning when Pablo went to the palace...
Oh, there he is now, Pablo the spoiler.
Yeah, he spoils people's special place. But I didn't mean to spoil anything.
Come on, you!
The feelings are high. There's been much hue and cry.
I know.
One of the best fundamentals is don't upset environmentals.
I know. But, well, I've got this idea.
I'll help if I can, but first tell me your plan.
Well, you know, trees are getting scarcer and scarcer.
Oh, that's true.
Well, so what I'm going to do is replant.
Replant?
Sure. Augie and me could start in the morning putting in seedlings. And from now on, every time we cut down a tree, we'll put in 3. No, 5. We'll put in 5 new little trees.
Pablo, you've got me believing. That way you'll stay even.
Sure. Now, the only thing is, we got to talk about those taxes you're charging.
But...
Don't forget, I've got to pay our stockholders a fair return. Also, we wore out some equipment that needs replacing, and we're going to need some clams to start replanting. And if you don't let us keep part of our profits to do this, next year we'll be out of business and you won't get anything.
Big Daddy wasn't unreasonable. He understood Pablo's problems, and he agreed to let the Greater Mokan Wood Supply Company keep some clams from their profits for replanting and new equipment. Things went well for a time. Everybody was busy doing their own thing, and there was peace and prosperity throughout Mocha.
It's nice here, isn't it, Manfred?
Yeah, but you better slide over here. That wind's kind of chilly.
Oh, Manfred, well, I mean, I felt the earth move. You're really something.
Me, nothing. We're having a storm.
The island was devastated. But the Mokans were a hearty and resolute people, and they turned to with a will.
Benny, have you lost your mind?
Yes, who ever heard of 4 clam coconuts?
That's ridiculous.
Oh, it
Gee,
is.
ladies, I'm sorry, but the storm spoiled almost my whole coconut crop.
Well, that's not our fault,
No, it's
is
not
it?
our fault.
I know, ma'am, but I've only got maybe 50 or 60 coconuts left to sell for the whole year, so I've got to get the best price I can and try to get by till the next crop.
Only 50 or 60 left?
Well, then I'll take 4.
Give me 4, too.
I'll take half a dozen.
The great coconut shortage was upon Mocha. And when they understood, everybody agreed Benny had no choice but to raise prices. But then a strange thing happened.
Give me a dozen coconut brownies, Fat Mary Jane.
Well, that'll be 12 clams.
12 clams? A clam apiece? Well, that's ridiculous.
I can't help it, Pablo. Benny's charging me more, and, well, that means I gotta charge more, too.
Yeah, but 12 clams?
It was a chain reaction, and it spread like the ripples in a pond. When one staple of the economy gets out of whack, everything else is affected. When goods are scarce, or when the money supply grows faster than the availability of goods, inflation sets in. And Mocha had a good case of it. Prices went up and up and up.
6 clams? Yesterday, redfish was 4 clams.
What can I do, man? I had to give my crew a raise this morning.
This just can't keep on.
We gotta do something.
Well, finally, Big Daddy took some action.
The state of our nation is caught up in inflation. Because of that freeze, I declare a price freeze.
The trouble with a price freeze, well, it puts a kind of damper on everything.
Hi, Benny. How's fishing?
Oh, so-so. Listen, I got an excuse with no more coconuts, but how come you're not working?
Well, with the freeze and all, I'm just about breaking even on every house I build. So I figured I'd fish for a few weeks. Hey, look who's here.
Hey, hi, Fingers. How's it going?
Well, you know, with the things that are ready, I figured I'd close down on my shop for a while.
With tight controls and the incentive gone, the Mocan economy slowed up and came to a dead stop. There was unemployment and a full-scale recession. The only thing that didn't stop was trade with the other islands. The Beaver Islanders, in particular, took advantage of Mocha's predicament. They were working overtime to produce as much as they could so they could sell their products cheaper than the Mocans could produce theirs. The Mocan business community had a meeting.
Listen, we gotta do something here fast.
Those Beaver Islanders are gonna squeeze us right out of our socks.
Yeah, but their prices are so low, how are we gonna compete?
Yeah, well, they started raising the prices yesterday. Figured they had the business locked up.
I'll just get Daddy to declare war.
No, that's no good.
Well, how are we gonna lick 'em?
We could outproduce them if we really tried.
Sure, any Mocan is better than any beaver any day.
Okay, but what do we do?
First, we get Big Daddy to unfreeze the prices, and then we get back to work.
Cecil was right. When the Mocans started producing again, competing in a free economy against the Beaver Islanders, the whole economic system started to adjust itself. It took a while, but in time, prices came back in line and goods and services were once more plentiful.
Fresh brownies, a bargain at 6 clams a dozen.
Get your redfish by the last, only 2 clams each.
And it wasn't long till Mocha was booming again, in more ways than one.
Run! Get out of the way! Get out!
What's that coming?
It's Benny's cousin, Henry.
Well, come on. Let's help him. That thing's got him.
Hi, fellas.
Cousin Henry, you about scared us silly.
You know, what is that thing anyway?
That's my Model T.
A Model